Ellen, they're here!
What are?
My new looks! You saw Professor Oak from Pokemon has been given a whole new style. Well, it made me realise that I need a radical redesign too, Ellen, or people will get bored. So I hired fashion mogul Bud Fensler to design me a new look. Here's one he's mocked up that he calls fast business casual.
Not sure about the bow tie.
Continental breakfast.
The Panama hat might be a bit much.
White tie cyber grunge.
Would the cummerbund need its own battery pack?
Boudoir Mardi Gras.
Luke, don't worry about this Professor Oak thing. I think you've got a great look going already.
Aw, thanks, Ellen.
Yeah, what with the hair, you're usually wearing the same t-shirt. I mean, you're pretty much like a cartoon character already.
Wait a minute. Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend. There's nothing wrong with having a signature and not very many clothes.
You know what you like.
I do know what I like.
You got your own style, and it's good.
I sit down to signature shade.
Yeah.
I can't help it if it makes my eyes pop. Take me to jail for popping my eyes. Anyway, show of the weekend.
Yeah.
The theme of this week's show of the weekend is we're very tired. It's been a really long week. We've been really, really busy this week, filming a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm shattered. How are you?
Fine. I'm fine. But Luke.
Yes.
Video games. I had a little look around.
Yep.
And there's like a online-y, shooty game called Escape from Tarkov. And I've been having a look at that, and I think I'm going to quiz you on it. Escape from Tarkov is an MMORPG looter-shooter and lots of other gaming terms that sees you stuck inside a sealed-off city that turned into a war zone after a major political scandal. Now everything has descended into constant conflict, and it's up to you guessed it, to escape from Tarkov.
Cool. It sounds like Escape from New York. That's the premise of Escape from New York. New York is all walled up and it's a prison inside.
Yeah.
And yet, instead of breaking out, Snake Plissken has to break in. And then out. So Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting.
It's like
the internet is a
online-
buzz with this game.
Yeah, cool little indie game made by some Russian developers and made up this kind of imaginary city, Tarkov. Bit of like a lot of political intrigue, and there's like organizations causing like the political scandal, and it just looks quite cool, and it's a big hit. And I, being the professional games journalist that I am, learnt about it from my hairdresser.
Ellen, we never reveal our sources. Come on.
So you're playing this like amazing games. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that happens to me all the time. People are like, oh, so you must be really into...
You must know this.
Mists of Bavaria.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Way into it. That's what happened with Temtem. People are like, oh, you must be pretty excited about this Temtem thing. I was like, yeah, big time. Yeah. I like that it is an MMO RPG released in 2019.
But yeah, it's been a big hit. A lot of streamers playing it and such,
Cool.
so it looks quite good. It's
Cool.
been a bit of a sleeper hit.
Sounds like a fun premise. You were saying it's a bit like The Division.
Yeah, from what I've read and seen about it, it looks like it's kind of like that, going out, gathering supplies, working as a team, and there's different factions. So like in The Division, you are like the good guys, and then there's other factions that are just all AI enemies. But I think in this one, the other factions can also be other players.
Oh, that's cool.
I think.
I like online games with factions.
Yes, it's good. It's good. Yeah, the Warcraft player, you would. But Luke,
As a Warcraft player.
that wasn't a diss. That was
No, it's just when people mention Warcraft, I just hear it as a diss.
Well,
as a Warcraft player, you probably shouldn't be allowed in major cities or to talk to people.
like in the Division games, in Escape from Tarkov, if you're killed before you reach an extraction point with all
die
the
in real
gear
life.
that you know
Yeah.
that you
Sorry.
got,
Yeah.
you lose everything you picked up.
Oh, okay, annoying.
Except 3 items. You can put. You have a special box.
Ooh.
So I'm allowing you 3 items.
Yeah, okay. Oh, cool.
If in real life,
Yeah.
if anything ever happened, you'd respawn, you'd be fine,
Yeah.
but you'd only have these 3 items on you. What would they be? What, the 3 items that you just can't lose?
My Nintendo Switch, because although they have introduced cloud saves, I just don't trust it. And it's too precious. It's too precious. My Breath of the Wild save is on there. I know it's backed up to the cloud, but like, is it though? Is it for definite? My phone, it's boring, but I need to tell people I've died and lost all the loot. No food tonight back at camp. Oh, I tell you what, my favourite ammonite. I think I've got a real good ammonite. I was thinking about it the other day. I was holding it and looking at it and thinking, God, this is a good ammonite. It's massive. You want to see a picture?
Yeah.
This is basically just a way of me getting a picture of my ammonite into Show of the Weekend.
Yeah.
But wait till you see it. Look at that. So
Now
that.
they're like the big kind of millipede type things.
Nothing could be
they?
further than the truth. From the truth, Ellen. Yeah, they're like the sort of curled up
The
things.
curled up things,
Yeah, but
aren't
they were like nautiluses, like squids.
Ah.
Like in the end of the curly thing, there was a squid. Like, yeah, and it would be like through the sea, and it would have a big curly thing on the back. But the soft bits have all been lost to time, leaving only its hard bits.
Like everyone.
Like life. So what did I say? Switch, phone, ammonite. All a man needs.
Luke, if you had to be trapped in one city forever
Ooh,
and you couldn't leave, which city would that be?
great question.
You just choose one particular. It just means that you've got choice of where you want to be, really.
Seattle. I've only been in Seattle for 4 days total,
Yeah,
which is when we went
actually
to
it was-
PAX.
yeah.
But Seattle was so great. I
Yeah, it
just
was
thought it was the greatest city. I loved it.
It's
It was
really pretty.
really chill,
Really chill.
really grungy.
Yeah.
Nobody there minds if you dress like a cartoon character and only have a few t-shirts. They're like, cool, man. Yeah, that was nice. Also, crucially, the water. Like,
The water's so nice. Fresh seafood.
I want to live somewhere where I can go whale watching, or at least just get like a nice salty sea breeze, because it's so good for the lungs and for the health and the complexion and the hair volume. Like, oh yeah, beach holiday. End of a beach holiday, you're like, hair's just so volumized. You're like, I'm not even having to do anything to it. Wow, it's just staying where I put it.
Luke, escaping from Tarkov involves some tactical decision making.
Ooh.
So we're going to test your ability to deal with this high-pressure situation with a choose-your-own adventure.
No way! Oh my gosh, amazing!
Luke,
Okay.
you will be playing a member of private military company United Security, aka USEC. The
USEC.
private military company hired by one of the corrupt organisations responsible for the conflict.
No, USEC.
You have 5 lives. Let's see if you can escape from Tarkov.
Breach and clear.
Luke,
Yes.
like the beginning of most video games that don't want to do too much backstory, you wake up in your base with very little memory and a throbbing headache.
Ooh.
Seems like you had a heavy night the night before.
Check my phone. Who did I text?
Do you A,
Check my phone. Yeah.
lay there for a second, sleeping it off might do you some good, or B, get up and out of bed. You know that you have some painkillers and water nearby that will help you heal up faster.
Now, I think these are both very valid hangover cures, because I have friends who've had hangovers, and they tell me that when it happens,
Drink responsibly, everyone.
sometimes just going to sleep.
Yeah.
Like if you wake up and you're like, oh, you can get back to sleep, wake up, sometimes just bam, that's
Yeah.
like magic. Alternatively, the thing that I find is really good is just like going for a run or like going to the gym or going for a walk or something. Like I think the worst thing you can do is like laze around. Back to bed.
Okay. Good idea. You actually
So
don't need to
cozy.
get up for another hour.
Oh, great.
Your friend briefly wakes you up and gives you some water and painkillers.
Oh, great.
This and the sleep invigorates you and means you easily maneuver your way down the ladder from your top bunk bed. That could have been dangerous.
Oh my gosh, I was in the top bunk all along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of this,
Nice. I must be a pretty big dog in the gang. Because I've got the top bunk.
But because you stayed in bed and had your painkillers and drank, hydrate, you gain a life.
Yes.
Well done.
How many do I have now?
You have 6 now.
Wow. Oh my
So
gosh.
you're all right, you're
Oh,
doing
God.
pretty well. Suddenly, there is a commotion from outside. It sounds like your boss is on the way. Because
Thought I
of the-
was the alpha dog.
Because of the extra sleep, you are not ready. Do you A, hastily get ready as best as you can, Or B, stay in your pajamas.
Stay in my pajamas, it's a power move.
It's a brave move, but it works.
Yes.
Luckily for you, you're wearing your pajamas with the little ducklings on it, and your boss
No luck involved there.
your boss is a keen bird watcher and a fan of waterfowl.
Bird watchers don't just watch any image of a bird.
No, he sees. Hey, your boss turns to you and says, "Luke, you should be in your uniform for now." But
Oh wait, sorry, I forgot.
Russia, don't forget.
Right, okay. If you couldn't tell, that's
This is like American TV movie.
This is like 80s action movie.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight Rocky now.
Of course, the famous line from Rocky IV. When Ivan Drago turns to the camera, I'm going to fight Rocky now.
Luke, you should be in your uniform by now, but I let you off this time because I really like the ducks.
Cool.
That was a lucky escape, but it does mean that you will have to go bird watching with them in a few weeks once you're out of the city.
If I survive a few weeks, fine.
Once your boss leaves, you get ready. You go grab some breakfast. There are 3 options on offer in the cafeteria.
Ooh.
Do you choose A, a full fry-up, B, a fresh fruit salad, or C, warming oat porridge?
Full fry-up.
Okay.
I'm pescatarian. Is there like a smoked kipper I can have or something?
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah, but if you had had all 3, you would have had a balanced breakfast and an extra life.
I didn't know I could go back to the buffet.
It's time to get your gear together. You pick up your weapons, tactical equipment, and your special container with your 3 chosen items from earlier. Let's hope they're useful.
They will be.
You join your teammates as you get ready to step outside into the city. Do you A, go out by the main entrance? It has a wider range of vision, and you can spread out, but it leaves you vulnerable to attack.
Okay.
Or B, go out by the back entrance. It's hidden, and it's definitely not known by the enemy.
Sneak out the back.
Okay.
Not known by the enemy. Sounds good.
You head to the door. You confidently open it.
Yep.
Only to find that the enemy actually totally knew about
Oh,
it.
what? Oh, my
You are
intel.
greeted by a loud bang from a trap left there, and you see your enemies hiding just out of reach, ready to pounce. However, you can do nothing about them as the shock of the loud bang causes you to lose your footing. You neatly faceplant onto the floor below you, and you're pretty sure you heard something crack in your right leg. You're stuck in Tarkov for months, totally captured by your enemies, and completely sealed in the city forever. You lose a life.
Okay. Out the front, please.
Okay, good decision. For some reason, your enemies have decided not to cover this entrance. They must have had another plan.
Yes. Okay, good. All right. Out the front. Breaching clear.
Okay, you're out into the city.
Stay frosty.
You need to find supplies before you can get out of the city. The team is low on medicines, probably because someone keeps breaking their leg. And you know that there are 2 viable sources for medical bobbins.
Yeah.
A, the small pharmacy with no security system but probably not a huge amount of gear. Or B, the hospital, which is often home to other military people who are kind of looking for supplies, and they won't take too kindly to your presence, but there's a bunch of different things that you can't find anywhere else.
Pharmacy. Because hospital sounds a bit risky. And you can get a lot of good stuff in a pharmacy. Like, you can get a lot of medical supplies in a pharmacy. Depends what your needs are.
Yeah.
If people in the base have a cold or need a toothbrush.
Yeah. You head in. Although there isn't a lot, it's actually pretty decent. This will be enough to fill up basic first aid kits, and there are even some antibiotics left. Good
Oh, great.
haul.
Chug them.
Okay, so you're using them now? I mean, it's happened now, so...
Oh, okay, all right. I've written it into canon. Yeah. I take all these antibiotics. I also put on all the bandages so that I'm already bandaged in case I get hurt.
Right. Having gained some decent medical supplies and used them all
used them all.
immediately,
Yep.
you realise you need weaponry.
Yes.
Do you A, look in the abandoned military facility? There will be more weapons, but more security. However, you have intel that it's at least clear of enemies. Or B,
It's the same intel that told me about the back door of the base.
this is slightly better intel. But B, look inside the abandoned factory. It might be hazardous, but it will be easier to get into. This means that there are very slim pickings, however.
I don't want slim pickings. I want the prime rib. Let's go to the first one.
Okay.
What was it called?
The
The fa-
abandoned military facility.
The abandoned military facility, yeah.
Okay.
There are no zombies in this game, are there?
No.
Well, then yeah, that one.
You try the doors, but everything is locked up
Ugh.
tight.
I've got to talk to my intel guy.
But that wasn't the end. The intel was just that there was no people in there, and the reason why there's no people in there is because it's impossible to get into.
All right. Well, I still want to have a word with the intel guy because I feel like they're burying the lead.
Upon trying one of the windows, you hear alarms and have to leg it as fast as you can before everyone comes along. Like out, away from the facility.
Oh, sorry.
You trip on some nearby rubble. You neatly face plant on the floor below you, and you're pretty sure you heard something crack in your right leg. You're stuck in
I
Tarkov
already
a month.
cracked my right leg.
Yeah, but you went back. You replayed.
Oh yeah.
You're stuck in Tarkov for months, totally captured by your enemies and completely sealed in the city forever. Lose a life. So they're down to 4.
That's still plenty. We
Okay.
soldier on.
At the factory, which you eventually reach after running, there are 2 entrances. Do you go in A, the side door, or B, the front?
The side door.
Okay. There are no traps or tricks. It seems that this door has been totally missed. Right. Once in the factory, it's up to you to direct your team. There's an upstairs and a downstairs level. There are 3 in your team. Do you A, go upstairs and keep your 2 other team members downstairs?
Yes.
There might be better loot upstairs.
Well, I want to be up there.
Okay, or stay downstairs and send your 2
sticky-fingered team members.
other team members upstairs.
If there's better loot upstairs, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
I'll stay downstairs.
You go
And,
up.
Hey, if some of the antibiotics get taken on the way,
You go up.
I'll come down looking very full. There was nothing.
You go up.
Yeah.
And everything seems fine at first. But then you walk into one of the rooms only to hear a creak under your feet. Suddenly the floor gives way and under you. You neatly faceplant on the floor below you. You're pretty sure you heard something cracking your
Cracking
right
my right leg.
You're stuck in Tarkov for months, totally captured by your enemies,
Yeah.
and completely
Yeah.
sealed in the city forever. You lose life.
All right, I'm going downstairs then, because that's the way to not
Okay.
die, and send the team upstairs
Okay.
looking for the good loot.
All right.
That was better as well, because I don't have to take any stairs.
Yeah. Well, you find a few bits and pieces downstairs and pocket some ammo. But your search is cut short when you hear a crash and a yell as one of your teammates falls through the ceiling.
Ah, you idiot!
You hear a crack in his right leg. Now, you took all the medicine, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so it looks like he's broken his leg, but you have no medicine to help him. So it looks like he's stuck there.
All right.
You hear enemies approaching. It seems like your enemies gave up on the military facility as well.
Okay.
After the alarms, it was just too much attention.
Yeah, too much
So
heat.
they also headed towards the factory, and you can hear them approaching, and you have to leave now. And you look to your friend, who you're abandoning,
They're there.
and he cries out, "I hate your look.
They're there.
I hate your look so much. My leg, it hurts. Why are you doing this to me, Luke? You had all the antibiotics. Why did you down the
I did
wall?"
have all the antibiotics. Isn't it time you fought Rocky in that great boxing match in the sky?
I hate you, Luke. As you run out.
And I love you.
You run outside,
Yeah.
and you see
I'll tell your story. I'll leave out this bit.
You see 2 options for you to be able to escape Tarkov.
Oh my.
A,
I can't go back to the base now.
or A,
Yeah.
there's an abandoned jeep. There is room for you and your teammate. You have to leave the rest of your team behind,
Oh.
so everyone back at base.
Okay.
Or B,
In for a penny, in for a pound.
you're right next to a railway track, and there is a train.
Is the train moving?
The track runs behind your current base, and you could radio your boss in advance and get everyone to jump onto the train from the roof as you go past.
Sounds dangerous for them. Okay. So they might all die. But I would escape on a train. Assuming the train leaves town and doesn't just go around like it is. I'll be like, hop aboard everyone, we're getting out of here. And then 10 minutes later we'll be like past the base again. Well, I'll do the honourable thing. I'll do the
You
train.
can do the train.
We're all getting out of here together, except Reynolds, who... Poor sweet Reynolds.
He's got Reynolds, is he?
Yeah, Reynolds. Yeah.
My name's not Reynolds.
dear sweet Reynolds.
I don't like being called Reynolds.
Oh, I can still hear his voice even now.
I hate you, Luke.
He's with us always.
I hope you break your legs. It's tricky.
Yeah.
You get the train going. Your enemies are so astounded.
Hang on. Let me imagine I'm operating a train. That will genuinely give me a lot of enjoyment. Opening the boil, shoveling in coal.
Oh, it's a steam train. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, it's like an old Thomas the Tank. All right, good.
Yeah, your enemies are so astounded that you know strangely well how to drive one of these things, and they are not at all prepared for this. Your boss gets everyone to do a cool jump onto the train from the roof of your base.
Woohoo!
A few people don't make the jump, and you do hear some snaps and cracks, but you're going too fast to stop to help them.
Too fast to care.
You escape the city and go on a nice bird-watching holiday with your boss to chill out after.
Yay!
Well done!
I
You
made it.
escaped from Tarkov.
We're out of this Tarkov town.
Yeah.
Oh, and we all made it.
Yeah.
Except
Reynolds. I hate you, Luke.
Oh, that was great. I understand the game completely now.
Yes. That's how we approach tactical shooters.
Tactically?
Yes.
No one can say that wasn't tactical.
No.
Did you see my mark? You walk like crabs. Quite a heel toe. It's hard to do sat down. So we've escaped from Tarkov.
We've escaped from Tarkov, and I think that we should ride that train into the comments. Woo, woo. Oh wait. Woo, woo.
Next stop, Comments Parkway.
Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Last week saw Luke back in Breath of the Wild's Master Mode, which is a difficult mode, not just for Link, it turns out, but Link's enemies as well.
Alright. Who's up here? Oh, okay. You're a little spicier. I wonder if I can steal your... if I can steal this from right behind you. I wonder if I can push you off. Yee. Oh man! Link, you monster! I feel terrible. Yay, Ruby! Oh gosh. Oh man.
Commenter Shy Violet was shocked, Luke. Shocked! 4034, you stole his poor treasure and his life!
Oh, actually, I went back to that bridge after the live stream and checked on the bokoblin, and he was totally fine.
Really?
Yeah, we shared a bottle of wine. He was really cool, actually. He invited me to go caravanning with him in the summer.
Was this a dream?
Yes. Meanwhile, last week's show of the weekend saw us chatting about Pokemon rival MMO Temtem, although Ellen had another monster battling franchise on her mind. It was good. I'm not having a go at Digimon.
Angel Woman. That's my favourite one. There was a cat and it just turned into an angel woman as their final transformation. I'm like, sure.
The evolutions were... Why are we talking about Digimon?
Why aren't we talking about Digimon? Commenter Jose Ferreira found common ground with me there, Luke. Ellen, why aren't we talking about Digimon? Me, every time someone talks about something that is not Digimon.
Well, as long as we're not talking about Digimon now.
Yeah, but we are talking about Digimon, Luke. Right now.
Oh my gosh, you're right. John, cut the mics. It's
Oh
too
my
late
goodness,
for me,
no,
but we
because
can spare the
Agumon
audience.
is like such a cute little dog. Good to get that off my chest. Finally, last week Luke examined just a few of the grisly ways you'll be killed in Neo 2, because Neo 2 is a jerk.
Neo 2 is out soon, a sequel to 2017's critically acclaimed action RPG that sees you once more exploring a fantastical version of Sengoku-era Japan. And it's still filled with yokai, monsters from Japanese folklore, who in turn will explore different ways to get all your insides on the outside. Because, yeah, Nioh 2, like its predecessor, is one of those games. You know, the kind where everything is really hard to fight, and you die a lot. Like, a whole lot. A whole lot.
Agnew Psycho knew exactly what was going on in that voiceover, Luke. I love how Luke is trying his hardest to avoid the words Dark Souls in the intro.
Well, I don't have any coins left to put in the that game comparison jar. Outside Xbox said next time it'll be my kneecaps.
Next time what?
Next time I mention Dark Souls.
Sorry, Luke. No, you've done it now.
Not you, John.
Yeah. Sorry, you gotta come with me.
Okay. Finish the show. What are they going to use my kneecaps for? Well, I'm finding life with no kneecaps surprisingly liberating.
Yeah.
Yeah, my legs are all bendy now. Bend them all over the place. Plus, it's given me more time to appreciate art. now that I can't do knee slides or anything like that, it makes knee slides a lot easier. They're not so rough on the kneecaps anymore. I can crawl like a baby now. So that's good. Babies don't have kneecaps.
This is all making me feel very sick.
That's what we go for on Show of the Weekend. This is all making me feel very sick. Look, if you're watching at home, just don't think about kneecaps. Just don't think about them sliding around on top of your legs. Anyway, Ellen, let's try and bring your mind back to more positive things. Like, look, it's us as Temtem trainers.
Hey!
This is so cool. This is sent in by
I love it.
Winter Smythe. Sent
Get
us in
ready
on Twitter.
to play the Temtem.
Tem cards. I am a Temtem tamer. Tem. That's how it goes. That's so cool. It's really nice. It's really like nicely in the sort of Temtem style as well.
I love it.
Such a cool aesthetic. The little gamepad. And I've got my Tem cards.
I like your Tem cards. I like especially that I've been Temified by having the yellow hoodie but sleeveless.
Oh,
The
yeah.
sleeveless hoodie is very like that style of, I'm going to
Yes.
go on an adventure.
Yeah. I don't have time for sleeves.
I need a
Mum and Dad.
gilet.
Yeah.
Ready.
Oh, we've lost John.
John's gone. John is gone.
And then, well...
I don't have time for sleep. Sorry.
There's Temtem to be captured, John.
This makes me really happy.
There's you with your arms caught in your sleeves while someone else is hoovering up all the Temtems. Okay, let's move on. Check out this.
Oh.
From Johnny Jimison.
Ooh.
Look at that, look. It's
Very cool.
Breath of the Wild stream-based
Very cool.
me as Link climbing a cliff.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it's master mode, baby.
Yeah, it's master mode, baby.
Master mode,
Woo.
baby.
I like the little stamina bar, the little stamina
Yeah,
ring.
that's cool.
And then I just like the, yeah.
Yeah, I like the obviously there's like a deadly moblin at the top,
Right.
and it doesn't look like there's enough stamina to get up that cliff, and yet I don't seem to mind. I haven't thought it through.
good.
It's master mode, baby. Yeah, that's so cool.
Really
check,
cute.
Check this out, Ellen. Steezy Art sent in this via Twitter. This is on the subject of Temtems. That's the Temtem you designed.
Yes, Flamor.
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 Flamor. Like all Temtem and Pokemon names, it's not designed to be said aloud.
No.
You're just supposed to see it written down.
It's just to be like, oh, it's that thing, but
Yeah.
like it's sort of a punny name. Okay.
These things, with
How
these
do I say
Nintendo
that?
games, you might not even know you're pronouncing them incorrectly until you're on a YouTube channel and people in the comments are like,
Shout at you
did
for
he just say
it."
Deku Tree? I'm going to reach through the screen and strangle him. I'm sorry, Gerudo Valley? Are you serious?
Excuse me?
Who the hell do you think you
You
are?
think you're a Zelda fan? You can't even pronounce this name that the games
think-
have never actually said out
You think that
loud.
just because it's never been voiced, that you can just interpret it.
I think you'll
Sorry.
find out I've been in the forums for years.
Oh, we sound really bitter
We
now.
do sound very, but we are.
Sorry. But we are bitter. We are bitter and jaded. So,
Hey, you gotta be
Sorry.
honest.
in conclusion,
Great art.
fan art is amazing.
So good. Talented people.
And I think we can all agree it's time to reveal our 10
10 cards.
cards. Well, Ellen, that's the end of Show of the Weekend.
Yes.
We lost our kneecaps.
Yeah.
We revealed
Well,
our
I
10
didn't.
cards.
I'm still got mine.
John, can you insert a little clip of the bit in the anime thing where he goes, "It's time to reveal our 10 cards."
We're ready to start the combat. It's time to reveal our 10 cards.
Done.
That was good. Is that actually what? Are those actually the words? It's time. I think
time
it is.
to reveal
It's
our
time.
10 cards.
Something to start the combat.
Combat.
It's time to reveal our 10 cards.
It's so good.
What even is rhyming? Leave rhyming to Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. D&D.
Oh yes, yes. D and D.
D and D.
Dungeons and or Dragons.
And or Dragons. Yeah.
When are we doing D&D, Ellen?
We're doing it on the 21st of March in Birmingham at MCM on the main stage at, I believe, around 1:45. You don't need an extra ticket, but it is first come, first served to people with MCM Comic-Con entrance tickets.
Yes.
And then the very next weekend on the Friday, the 27th, and Saturday 28th, we are there for Rest. We're also there just for the whole of Rest, doing various live shows, like live streams,
Yeah,
meet and greets
live
and stuff.
streams, meet and greets.
The Saturday show for D&D is sold out, but there's some left for Friday. Just
Dare
about.
I say it, this isn't completely confirmed yet, but there's a reasonable chance that some Mario Party will be happening on the live stream stage.
Maybe.
If you want to see it all fall apart.
Yes.
If you want to see the dream die live. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and we can't wait to see loads of you there. But for now, Ellen, I think all that remains is for us to reveal our 10 cards. Temtemo!